Hey Shweta, welcome to Just Like That.
Hi, Sahil. Thank you so much. And this just like that is precisely just like that. Yesterday we connected and today we are talking, and it's amazing to be here.
No, absolutely, because I think this is the fastest that anyone's turned around, right? We connected yesterday, we spoke, and you said, Sahil, let's do it tomorrow. And I was wondering, like, really? Because generally people say, you know what, we'll check our calendars, we'll let you know. Sounds interesting, but give us some time.
No, I'm still not bitten by the corporate bug. So I don't have calendars. I'm still more of a housewife at heart. So that's the way I operate. If possible, I will just respond like that.
Fantastic, fantastic. So, Shweta, tell us about this. Life started at 41 for you. What's the story?
No, actually, life started in 1975, but but yes, it started at 41. Was and I'm happy to announce this to the whole world that I'm 45 years of age, so that's perfectly fine with me. Uh, Aging like wine. So 41. What happened was. I had, become really comfortable with the idea of me in the space of, a typical Marwadi housewife or a homemaker. How would you call it? And I had kind of, decided in my head of sorts that okay, this is the space that I would, be forever. And in one of my trekking trips, one of my trekking mates approached me and said that we have a HR outsourcing firm and would you like to join us? And I was like, वो जैसे एकता कपूर की सीरियलों में होता है ना, वैसे ऐसे करके कुछ इफेक्ट आया था मेरे दिमाग में। मैंने कहा मुझे कोई क्यों पूछ रहा है, 2 बार मैंने इधर उधर देखा मेरे से ही बात कर रहे हैं कि नहीं. And the thing was that what struck me is if somebody is seeing some potential in me and wanting to be part of the core team, why am I so underestimating myself? And I was like always the kind of person ki koi opportunity samne aayi hai, then I will at least experiment with that opportunity and then decide whether to go for it or not. But outrightly I'm not a
Right.
person who rejects opportunities. So I thought why not. So here I am. And when the interview happened, I was like so happy because I was not scared at all uh, of the interview. I told that boss, you're going to hire a lady who's never worked, who's not qualified in HR nor in sales, and you're asking her to sell HR. So you better be prepared. So, those guys were like, this is the first time that you are interviewing HR guys, then we interviewing you. So that was fun. For 4.5 years, I was with that firm. Yeah. And amazing, amazing, amazing experiences I had.
Brilliant.
So
And
life,
tell us, what is the whole story? Yeah, go ahead, go ahead.
yeah, yeah. Just you were saying something.
So, no, I was saying, what is the whole story of getting to the base camp, Everest base camp, your first trekking expedition?
टू बी ऑनेस्ट मैंने ऐसा कोई सपना नहीं देखा था कि मेरे को कोई पहाड़ चढ़ना है, टेकड़ी पे चढ़ना है, कुछ भी नहीं सोचा था, टू बी वेरी ऑनेस्ट. सो लाइक मोस्ट हाउसवाइफ्स आफ्टर द kids they gain weight and they have nothing better to do and husbands are working with MNCs with a lot of money, so I ended up going in a gym. And the gym guy, they had a team and they used to go on trekking trips, very frequently, and they persuaded me, why don't start this. So I started with the regular outskirts of Mumbai, Sayadri and all, and I kind of started enjoying that me time, enjoying with nature, and I started loving it really, really. And then this Everest base camp opportunity happened and I like, okay, so 20 days, 15 days, whatever, with or whatever number of days, and the investment in terms of the money and bachon ko kahan chhodungi, all that started creeping in. And but I had this amazing community, trekking community that I'd built that time. And I started trekking somewhere around 2010. 2010 to 2014, I had this, this whole circle. And, they had actually gone on an unction that if you're not coming, all of us are not going. And I was like, this is like kind of, too much to handle. So I ended up going Everest Base Camp. So this is what, and till date, I'm saying, after obviously the birth of my kids will always take place, the first two, and the third maybe experience that I have is Everest Base Camp. Yeah.
Wow. So tell us a little bit more about the experience, right? It's not easy. A lot of people want to do it, but don't end up doing it. So how did you prepare yourself?
Sahil, I think, what happens with most of these trekking tips is people are not able to pursue that just because they overthink. And I don't overthink at all. So one good thing that I do is whenever I have to travel anywhere, I never do any kind of research. कि यहाँ पे जाना है, ये पूछना है, वो पूछना है. I don't do that. I don't kind of color myself, expose myself to whatever. Some basic blogs I did go through some basic, so that I am prepared enough for any kind of exigency. But apart from that, getting too much into detail is something that, brings that overthinking in you, and, whether you'd be able to do it, not do it, are you prepared enough? So I'll tell you honestly, you're never ever, prepared, but you should never be ill prepared. That's my thing. So I did my, basic fitness I kept in place. Although I didn't get an opportunity to, do some dry runs in terms of, chote mote kar liya apne treks and all, whatever best that I could do. But what I did was that every day workout I maintained, so that, I have a decent amount of fitness level. And देखते हैं क्या होता है.
Wow, wonderful, wonderful. So at the end of this entire expedition of going to Everest Base Camp, what were the experiences like? So, when you come back, if you had to write a blog or you had to write a nice note.
Now I am planning to write one, just because we are having this discussion. So I tell you, we were a team of 9, and there were like 2 people who were 19 and 21 years old, have been trekking extensively. There was 4 of us who were in the age group of 30 to 50. And there was one lady who was 61. And so I had in close quarters seen the struggle of, different age groups, different backgrounds, different preparedness. And then, with that, working as a team and going. So this is something that was a learning experience. And I truly believe, in fact, I have just put in today itself on LinkedIn, that life has a lot of lessons to give you. Are you paying attention in the class? So that's what it is. And it's anybody who's aspiring to go to Everest Base Camp or any Himalayan trek per se is a humbling experience, because the 14-day that you are on foot, that space is completely you're on foot. You will not see even a bicycle in the route. So everybody, if you have these kind of hotels are also constructed where people have lifted everything, or it has been dropped down. So either ways. So it's a humbling experience to see those porters, those villagers, living with them. This is like truly amazing. So there are a lot of lessons that I've learned in the Everest Base Camp journey, and which I wish to carry forward in my life and implement it whenever the need arises.
Yeah, I think so. It also teaches us that nature is such a huge force, right?
Yeah.
Because
so nature is powerful. So, it's unpredictable, and getting aligned to such unpredictability is something that, you learn big time. You can't be, मैं तो ऐसे ही रहूंगा. Nature आपको सब सिखा देता है.
Correct. That's what they say, leadership is a contact sport. You can't just sit in the bedroom in an AC cabin or anywhere else and call the shots. When you really take on adventures like these, where you actually on an hourly basis, daily basis, interact with ambiguity, uncertainty. It helps you as a team come together and help each other, survive, not just thrive through the entire journey, but even survive every day, right?
Exactly. And it's not that obviously in the team you have a team leader, and when it comes to any trekking group, but everybody is finding giving some or the other input. So every person in the team is equally responsible for the success of that trip. It's not just the leader himself or herself. So that is so सबका कुछ ना कुछ contribution होता है, सबका कोई ना कोई aspect होता है जो उस trip को successful बनाता है. So when I got back, and it so happened that this in I guess 2014 May I did this, and 2015 December I started working, and I could just connect the dots that how this is relevant, how these lessons are so very relevant when it comes to the corporate world as well. So for instance, if I have to say, like when in trekking we always are very conscious, and we talk it out also, that we should not get overwhelmed with the with the actual goal, because you're on foot for 12 days, you get blisters, you have unpredictable environment, climate and all of that. So the purpose of our trip was that we should just concentrate on the next stop, and then also that to break it down into the tea stop and the lunch stop. And so we used to just single mindedly focus on the next step. So
बस इतना सा कर लो, अभी बस इतना सा कर लो, अभी बस इतना सा कर लो, बस.
तो आप अगर if you keep at it, so in context to the corporate world, I realized that if you keep at it, the larger goal, you're in the right. So that larger goal helps you, stay focused in terms of are you aligned to the route is correct or not. But apart from that, don't overwhelm yourself with the larger goal. You just focus on the smallest goal that is next to you and just go at it, because that is going to actually give you the result.
Correct. But Shweta, many times many people would have said, yaar, nahi aur nahi ho raha. I'm sure people would have come back and said, nahi chala ja raha. Ya bahut dard ho raha hai, ya bahut thand lag rahi hai. So how do you really motivate each other? How do you carry each other together? What's the spirit?
ट्रेकिंग में एक सबसे बड़े मजेदार चीज है कि going up is optional, coming down is mandatory. So वो going up optional के लिए जो team spirit build करना पड़ता है, that is something that you have to do before the trip happens. So we got together as a team, who the 9 of us used to do some dry runs, used to meet, used to discuss, used to kind of work on our mindsets. So rather than focusing too much on the information, we focused more on what our strengths and weaknesses are. Like for instance, I am an asthma patient myself, so I was a little kind of worried as to if I may not end up being a liability to the team. So which is where we kind of worked around. As far as motivation is concerned, you have that we motivate each other, but what we decided as a team, what my experience was, and it worked really well, is till the time we reach the end of the day, it is our responsible to motivate ourselves, unless until we are in a medical condition. Otherwise it's our responsibility. But जब हम पहुंचते थे तो सब बैठ के रोते थे, सब अपना रोना रोते थे, सब एक दूसरे को पैम्पर करते थे, वो होता था, and motivation or whatever you may call it. But till the time, so when you are on the journey, you're on your own, no matter you are with the team, but that mindset should not come that you become a liability emotionally, physically, mentally to anybody, because that's not the space that you can actually do something like that. So I think कि भाई बता दिया आपको ये यहाँ जाना है, हम सब साथ में चल रहे हैं, पर आपको अपना मोटिवेशन, अपनी स्ट्रेंथ खुद ही डिराइव करनी है. Unless and your medical condition, you raise your hand and we'll help you.
Correct. So let's come back to where we actually started, right? Life started at 41. How did that juncture really come into your life कि अभी मैं housewife कर लिया, मैंने अपनी responsibilities पूरी कर ली, अब मुझे जिंदगी जीना है? How did that thought come? Was it a push? Was it a trigger? It just happened to you? What was the turning point?
See, the turning point was that opportunity fell in my lap and I wanted to give it a shot. To be very honest, that was the case.
Hmm.
Why I wanted to do it is because that somewhere in me I had not, you know, figured that, figured that I've not, used my true potential of sorts. So I was just
Hmm.
a river person going wherever, life took me. And it was time that I take things in my hand and decide where I want to go eventually. And obviously, I'm a person who wants to be gainfully occupied. So this was an opportunity for me to explore. So that's how it happened. And you know what? Sorry, if do we have the time?
Yeah, of course. Please go on.
So it so happened. Since we were in a HR outsourcing company, and our target audience were SME business owners. So if I have to sell the services, I have to, sit across the table of a 50 crore turnover company owner or a 100 crore turnover company owner. And, he or she would have pointed questions. And since, as I said, I was not from an HR background, so I used to freak in the first few sales calls. I had an amazing mentor, so that's besides the point. But, I was freaking. What if I have pointed questions? And so in that process I realized that whatever that has been instilled in me to make me the best housewife is incomplete, because if you're
Hmm.
not, it can be, you know
Sorry,
achieved.
Shweta, just lost you there. We lost you at incomplete housewife. Do you want to just repeat that last sentence?
So what I was trying to say is that my family upbringing was such that they focused more on, me acquiring skill sets pertaining to a housewife. Yes,
Sure.
and education is there. It's good. Unless and until I was becoming an engineer or a scientist, I would be allowed to focus more on studies. But if it was the basic education, then I should also parallelly focus on. I should be the best cook, best knitter, best this, best that, all of it. So, what I was trying to say through this is this feeling of you have to please other people, you have to be good enough for a housewife, kind of started playing in my head big time. And
Hmm.
this age of 41 was an unlearning phase for me.
Hmm.
When I started, so all those things that intimidated me कि okay साहिल नायर तो इतना बड़ा आदमी है यार, मैं उससे क्या बात करूंगी, मतलब मैं उसको मैसेज भी कैसे
साहिल
करूंगी.
नायर कोई बड़ा आदमी नहीं है.
Hey, I'm telling you where I was placed.
No, I get it. Completely
Yeah.
get it.
So people who are now, I'm like, I'm myself coaching people who are in the C-suite or senior leadership for how they should build their personal brand on LinkedIn. But, at that point in time, this was so intimidating. I used to, freak is an understatement, if I may say. So, because, मुझे क्या आता है? And
Correct.
I'm not a, when I see on LinkedIn, also when I started working, and since it was a B2B business, I was more focused on LinkedIn, that I gathered that this is the platform that I should focus more on. And पहला कॉर्पोरेट ईमेल लिखने से लेके लिंक्डइन पे पहला कनेक्शन लिखने से लेके, you just imagine a lady who had never thought about being in the corporate arena and intimidated by the whole, everybody is far more educated and far more arrived in this world than you are. It
Hmm.
was definitely a life changing experience for me. And
No,
then
I
I
think your
realized
journey has been so incredible. It has just been so incredible.
it has just begun, I guess.
Wonderful, wonderful. So, Shweta, all the best to great beginnings, to a lot many more new beginnings. And before we say bye, I just want to ask you one last question. Do you
Yes,
love the Shweta Oja of today, or do you love the Shweta Oja of yesterday?
I love Shweta Ojha in totality, with all my flaws, with all my learning, unlearning, relearning. Because अगर आप वो नहीं होते तो आप शायद ये भी नहीं होते, आप कुछ और होते.
क्या बात है, अगर आप वो नहीं होते तो आप ये नहीं होते.
हाँ,
Beautiful.
थैंक यू. तो आपके लिए वो बहुत जरूरी, because whatever I'm learning now, Sahil, I wouldn't have perhaps absorbed it in the way that I'm absorbing it now. Had I been, gone, had I gone in the, the route of MBA, then job and all of that. So, चीजें देखने का नजरिया बदल जाता है अगर आपने वो
Correct.
दौर देखा होता है तो.
Right. So life is not about this or that. I think life is more about this and that.
Yeah. life is पता नहीं, एनालाइज नहीं करना चाहिए, लाइफ को जीना चाहिए.
बस
उसी
मजे
के
करो, जियो और खुश रहो.
हाँ, मतलब that's what it is about. लाइफ का मायने ही वही है ना, नहीं तो आप मरे हुए हो.
Correct. Wonderful, Shweta. Thank you so much
Thank you
for
for having
joining
me.
us on Just Like That.
Just like that. I like this. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Bye.